welcome to Bit Movie Club. Welcome to Musical Mixtape. There we go. It's extremely special, this edition, for two reasons. One, it made Ben dance for some reason. I apologise for that.
You're welcome.
The second is that this is one that I've had basically nothing to do with. I don't want to... You know, you guys have done a great job, I assume.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. It means a lot to me.
Yeah. I'm not a big musicals head. I like a couple.
So can I ask why though? Why do you hate musicals so much?
I didn't say hate. I just said I'm not a big fan.
It's in your tone.
Okay. Well, I think there are some musicals that I like. I was able to list two last time we had this conversation.
What were the two that you...
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
The American Astronaut.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're too much of a man to appreciate
That's what it is.
musicals.
It's toxic masculinity is the reason.
I kind of thought all this time that you were a progressive, but it's alright. You know, you can hate musicals if you want.
I've been cancelled because I don't like musicals. I don't like storytelling that is done through singing. It pulls me out of the experience. I generally don't like show songs that much. Loved Cats though, that was great, right?
Okay, so I feel like you hate it for the same reasons that I fucking love it. Love it!
Yeah, but you love theatricality, you love pizzazz.
I could put in a distinction. I do not love Broadway, but I love musical
Let's
film.
pronounce Broadway.
Broadway. I do not love Broadway, but I love musical film.
I love Broadway.
I feel like there is a difference in tone between sort of like Broadway musical theatre and film musical theatre.
Sure. I mean, we're talking about stage musical theatre. That I will not equivocate about. I fucking hate it. Never make me go see a musical ever.
But I feel like in Broadway, there is an agreement already between the audience and the stage. Like you go there, you know what's happening. It's like it's a recital. You're putting on a very good recital, right? But in musical film, it's insane. It's genuinely insane. You've gone to the effort to like film segments, edit it together for the illusion of people randomly just stopping what they're doing and singing dumb shit.
Yes.
It's weird. It's very weird and very surreal, and I love every last second of it.
It's lovely. It's lovely, and you were just wrong.
Right, fair enough. Look, I was saying this to you before that I think I like musical numbers. Like, I like watching these in isolation, but watching a whole movie where, like, all of the dialogue in between the musical numbers is just them waiting to build into a song, where they're just like, yes, and that's why sometimes I feel like this. And then...
Okay, so that's strange to me, because, like, all the great examples of musicals, the only ones you would have watched are the good versions of this thing. Like, they're the ones that sort of, like, articulately pulled off the thing of, like, having the middle segments in between the bits that you sing songs. And sometimes you sing songs for all different kinds of reasons during musical films. Sometimes you're horny and you want to sing a song about being, you know, wanting something, or you're having a lot of fun.
Or as you
have
said
a
before,
whimsical song.
You're spending an entire film mansplaining to women.
Yeah.
Treating them like... That's right, yeah.
Well, she's just
emotionally abusing them throughout the film.
And I quote, cockeyed optimist. Bit of a famous little musical number for you there.
Is that?
Yes, from South Pacific.
Catch
up.
Pacific.
Okay, why are you even here?
Definitely not the worst thing in that film either.
I bet, from what I heard before.
Sometimes you sit on a porch and you're just like,
no,
like that. You do that sort of number. That's nice.
What a beautiful art form.
It's like
the porch
beautiful, extremely American art form. It doesn't happen very often anymore, but the best ones, and also, coincidentally, all the horrible ones came from the 40s and the 50s. There were a lot of bad ones that happened after the 40s and 50s, but if you go through and you look at lists of like the musicals of the 1940s, you're like, shit, yeah, that's that one that I like, and that one that I like, and then there's about 187 other ones that all have variations of exactly the same name, and were literally just cheap
exactly
as
the
piss.
same. B grade, just run them off the line.
They were cheap as shit. They just got people in there, and they did exactly what you were talking about. Just find a goddamn excuse to get them up there, get them singing, or to get Fred Astaire, get back in your fucking corner and find another reason to do a tap dance. Dance, monkey!
Someone screaming off camera. You're here to dance! Dance!
You could find one slight variation on every single tap dance for every single new Fred Astaire scene.
So you say that before too, about like musicals now, they're pretty atrocious.
Like,
Like
they don't
everything
even
has come-
try. They don't even fucking try.
Maybe with the exception of La La Land. Even then, I know. Even then. But it was the best of the bunch. I mean, I don't know why they can't capture was it just the period or?
I don't think you can recreate the earnestness without coming off as like just cheesy and bad.
Yeah.
I think there is a little bit of magic that I don't think you can do now without having to
We've
distance
moved on.
yourself with a little bit of irony or whatever.
Yeah.
Tonight we're going to watch a really good eclectic collection of clips. Not all of them are completely obvious musicals. There's got a lot of sort of like strange ones, a lot of ones that people might not have seen. But the one thing that sort of collects them is that...
I would be very interested to see in the comments too how many people actually watch musicals, because Boots and I have been arguing with Ben about this. We've been throwing clips at him. He's like, no, that's way too mainstream. Everyone will have seen that. I don't think that's the case.
I love your faith in humanity.
Great.
But I think this is a weird form of like...
We have wonderful stuff, mostly from the 40s and 50s.
Very obscure.
Mostly off the
Mostly
beaten path.
obscure. Yeah.
There are exceptions to both the 40s and 50s and exceptions to mainstream sort of stuff. We'll talk about them as we go. We've got a little bit of longer segments than we normally have at 2 bits. We've got 3 half-hour segments for you to sit back, relax, tap
away.
tappity,
Tap away.
tappity, pippity, tappity, shoes too as we go.
Just sit on your porch and have a sing-along. Yeah. That's what musicals are all about. Porch singing.
Why don't we get into the first segment, and
do it.
we will come back after that and we'll discuss that segment.
That sounds
Excellent.
wonderful.
As is tradition
As is
with
customary.
a 2-bit clip show.
Done.
Alright.
Please enjoy
Enjoy.
clip 1.
Well, what are you?
We're amateurs.
Amateurs?
Yeah, we're the Nicholas brothers.
Oh, well, what do you do for a living?
Oh, we sell lucky numbers. Yeah.
Sell lucky numbers?
Uh-huh.
You can't sell lucky numbers over the radio. No, what else do you do?
Oh, we sing and we dance.
All right, let me hear you sing.
Lucky number,
Oh, dreaming of lucky numbers.
hoping that those lucky numbers
Yeah.
will show for me.
Numbers gonna show for you and me.
Superstitious
What even makes me suspicious?
table with 13 dishes
Dishes
will make me.
make you flee. Heaven's peace.
Hey, that's mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, open it.
Put my trust in goo for dust.
'Cause you know someday it may bring you a 7.
Or maybe a lucky 11.
Oh, that you'll be in heaven.
Lucky number for me.
Yeah.
surprise. It's a very special cake. I want you kiddies to have the first piece.
Well, if it isn't Ethel Barrymore. I do hope you're going to favor us with something special tonight.
Please.
Say, Hamlet's soliloquy for the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. Oh, don't be shy. You make about the prettiest Juliet I've ever seen.
All I do is dream of you the whole night through. With the dawn, I still go on dreaming of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I ever sing. Summer, winter, autumn, and spring. And were there more than 24 hours a day, they'd be spent in sweet content, dreaming away. Skies are gray, skies are blue, morning, noon, and night too. All I do the whole day through is dream of you. Meow. All I do the whole day through is dream of you.
Gone are my blues and gone are my tears. I've got good news to shout in your ears. The long lost dollar has come back to the fold. With silver you can turn your dreams to gold. Oh, we're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in the money, the sky is sunny. Oh man, depression, you are through, you done us wrong. Oh, we never see headline about bread line today. And when we see the landlord, we can look that guy right in the eye. Oh, we're in the money, come on, my honey. Let's lend it, spend it, send it rolling around. Oh boy, we're in the money, I'll say we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. And so we're in the money. Look up, the skies are sunny. Oh man, depression, you are through, you done us wrong. We never see a headline about red line today. And when we see the landlord, we can look that guy right in the eye. We're in the money. Come on, money. Let's spend it, rolling. Come on. Here way in hay, the honey may. Here way in hay, the honey may. E way at gay, at way up, way at way at way, still did gay on well. Here way in hay, the honey may. E the ice skates, the honey say. Oh man, the ideation pray, ooh yeah, ooh, 3, 1, I say on rail. E way every day, say at the on lay, hey, I'll be at bray on lay, ooh, tay day. And when we see the end, Lord bullet blade, the eye gay, I pray and need the eye. We're in the money, oh, come on, honey. Let's let it, spend it, send it, rolling around.
You do look sharp tonight.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What is there about me there?
What is there about you what?
Makes me feel well dressed.
Whatever that is, that's what you is.
The same old clothes, shoes, and hat. The same old things rearranged.
Oh.
It's very plain to see just how it happened to be. I put some polish on my scalp piece. I made a shoestring into a tie. I cut the corners off the end of my coat. so they wouldn't fly. I got my shirt from a silver lining. I got my cane from an old oak tree. And that is just the reason why the folks all nickname me just because my hair's curly and because my teeth are pearly and just because I always wear a smile and suits to dress up in the latest style. Gee, I'm glad I'm living. Why take troubles all with a smile? Just because my color shade a wee bit different, maybe. That's why they call me shy. And because your teeth are pearly, just because you always wear a smile, suits to dress up in the latest style.
Has them winging, not hard to take.
In school yet, I play Juliet. Give a girl a break.
Susanny says I'm pretty, and no mistake. Look at me, I'm comical, and I'm anatomical. Nothing is a fake. You'll back it with a packet if they sign me for the part. So give a girl a break, or you're going to break my heart. Give a girl a break. Give a girl a break. Won't you give a girl a break?
my baby and me, having a patriotic time. No ballroom floor, the jitterbugs all pile on. Those jitterbugs are murder on your nylon. No brush and comb tonight, no people to see. Being alone is so sublime. We bought a big baloney, and though it's hard to take, we'll turn out all the lights and make believe it's a steak. We're staying home tonight, baby and me, having a patriotic time.
How sweet you are, how sweet you are, how dear your tenderly smiling face.
We're way up north
And still together,
no trips back and forth.
we like the weather.
And if you happen to be wondering still, whatever became of vaudeville, it's way up.
A banker and wearing a high silk hat, and he treated rich and poor alike, and it wasn't long before he had accumulated nearly $1,000 in his own right.
Away, boy, you draw flies.
And he charged him $500 and told him that was practically nothing. He returned to the Philippines to see his old sweetheart. She looked coyly through the imitation lace curtains. She'd gained a pounds in the 10 years he'd been away. Calico dress.
For these cozy virtuosi, just about the greatest in the trade, are fixing to show you now precisely how, or approximately, jazz music is made. Well, you take some skins, jazz begins, and you take a bass. Man, now we're getting someplace. Take a box, one that rocks. Take a blue horn, New Orleans born. Ah, you take a stick with a lick. Take a bone, oh, hold the phone. Take a spot, cool and hot. Now you have jazz, 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 jazz. Le tout dansant. Oh, that's positively therapeutic. Now you have jazz, jazz, jazz. Messrs. Hall and Young. That's Ed Hall. And Trummy Young. Now you has Messrs. Kyle and Shaw. That's Billy Kyle. Harville Shaw. Now you has Mr. Barrett Deans. Listen to, well, you know who. Say, hey, Pops, you want to grab a little of what's left here?
Yeah, Daddy, yeah.
Here we go. If you sail,
Sailing, sailing,
over the sea,
will you wait for me?
Take my tip, they're all molto hip in Italy.
Well, Avraduce for France.
Oh, I know you're very big there.
Yes, believe it or not.
I do believe, I do indeed.
The Frenchmen's all prefer what they call les jazz high.
Formidable. Take a plane.
Oh, Baba do Sat.
Go to Siam.
Baba.
In Bangkok today, round the clock, well, they all like to jam. Indians on the Amazon. Beat one bar and all of them are.
Oh, well, gone, man, gone.
From the equator to pole. Everybody winging, everybody singing and rock, 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 rock and roll from the east to the west, from the coast to the coast. Jazz is king, 'cause jazz is the thing that folks dig.
Well, what do they do?
All sorts of comical didos. I bust out laughing myself sometimes.
Where is this side-splitting trio?
Got him shut up in the feed room. I didn't want him to pester you.
Trot him out. We'll look him over.
Soy, 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 soy.
Solid potato salad, that's solid salad, Jack. Hit your baba with a solid potato salad, boy. Take my plate, fill it up, and bring it right back. Solid potato salad, and let's have no cat-cat. Solid potato salad, boy. Take my plate, fill it up, and bring it right back. Farmer said no done, your skin looks slightly pallid, so I'll dig you plate up done. For some solid potato salad, hoi hoi, solid potato salad. It's a groovy movie salad, Jack. Solid potato salad, boy. Da 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 da, they bring it back.
What's it like in the big city?
Boys, Corgi's the biggest noise in Illinois. Listen.
just flew in from the Windy City. The Windy City is mighty pretty, but they ain't got what we got. No siree. They've got shacks up to 7 stories. Never see any more than glories. But a step from our doorway, we got 'em for free. They've got those minstrel shows, pretty ladies in the big chapeaus, private lawns, public parks, for the sake of civic virtue. They've got fountains there that squirt you. I just flew in from the Windy City. The Windy City is mighty pretty, but they ain't got what we got. I'm telling you, boys, we got more life in Deadwood City than in all of Illinois. On the street was a dancing feller, all dressed up in a suit of yeller, and the dance that he did there went something like this. Whistle. More. Should have seen me a window shopping with eyes a-popping at the sights that you see there. Yes, sirree. Press a bell and a moment later up you go in an elevator just as fast as a polecat a-climb on a tree. I heard claim hundreds came to a thing they call a baseball game. Cigar stores, revolving doors, men wear sideburns and they order, cause a haircut costs a quarter. I just flew in from the Windy City. The Windy City is mighty pretty, but they ain't got what we got. I'm telling you, boys, I ain't a swapping half a Deadwood for the whole of Illinois.
Ah, we're back.
Welcome back.
What a time.
I'm suitably impressed. What was the freaky one?
The Human Centipede.
The contortionist ladies.
That was from a 1944 movie called Broadway Rhythm. And like I was talking about before, there are a lot of films that are absolute trash that exist in that period that happen to have a very spectacular number. And I would probably put that one squarely in that basket.
Have you actually seen the whole thing? I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of these really trashy ones.
Okay.
A little half-watchy, but look, a lot of them are bad. Some of them are good. Some of them are very good. Cabin in the Sky, that one, where was in sort of like the bar downstairs, and John Bubbles was sort of dancing around singing his song Shine. John Bubbles was the person that taught Fred Astaire how to tap dance. Very nice. And you might have even seen just an inkling, just a tiny little inkling of the moonwalk in there.
A proto-moonwalk.
A proto-moonwalk.
Yeah.
Which Michael Jackson definitely got from that movie because he grew up watching that and other African-American musicals such as that and Stormy Weather.
Did not know that he named his chimp Bubbles, though, for
After
that reason
John
until
Bubbles.
tonight.
Which seems
Problematic. Anyway.
not for us to litigate.
And we had my personal favourite of musicals in there that Ben actually let me include, which I was surprised, which was High Society. Because for some strange reason you hate it.
I don't hate quite High Society at all. I find Bing Crosby vanilla. He's a very vanilla entertainer.
He is.
At least comparative
That's
to
his
like
charm.
a lot of the other sort of people in that time. Because like he would have often been like paired with people like Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin, and he gets out-acted and out-shunned by absolutely everyone in every movie he's ever in.
Dean Martin's also still very white. as well.
So, okay, what else we have now? So we had the Black Network at the start with the Nicholas brothers. When they were very young, they went on to do a bunch of really, really awesome stuff in later movies, but they also always did it as a duo. There was about three or 4 years between the two of them. We saw a clip from Singing in the Rain, my favourite song from the movie, which is All I Do Is Dream of You, from the beginning of the movie.
It's so good.
Amazing outfits. Gold Diggers of 1933 from what year?
1933.
I didn't know if that was a joke.
1933.
The man's a natural actor.
We had Fred Astaire doing an amazing
that's
drum/tap dance.
Yep, I grew up watching that when I was learning to play drums. It was part of my inspiration. Never quite got the tap dancing down. Got the drumming down a little bit. But it's a really long clip.
If you want to give it a go, we could probably
let's
set that up, point the camera
definitely
and let
not
you
do
go.
it. But if anyone actually looks that up on YouTube, it's pretty much 3.5 minutes straight of Fred Astaire just tap dancing and playing the drums. It's pretty impressive.
There was a little bit of a cheat in there. There was a ventriloquist style scene from You Can't Cheat an Honest Man, which was a W.C. Fields comedy movie. They weren't necessarily musicals. They happened to be a slightly musical number. W.C. Fields movies are generally all trash. They're all comedy movies where he plays the same character. Might use a ventriloquist puppet in some of them, is drunk a lot.
Drunken piece of shit.
Yeah. There's about 87 of them.
Always trying to steal things from people.
They're all the same movie, all variations of exactly
just
the
in
same
different
story.
I really
settings.
like the guy that was in the YouTube comments of that clip. The ventriloquist who was really mad.
Talking about the sanctity of the art of ventriloquism. I myself am a ventriloquist.
Intentionally bad ventriloquism, getting really mad about it, like a 3-paragraph post. It's beautiful.
And then, of course, we finished off with the Doris Day Calamity Jane, which is an absolute all-timer. That is probably one of the more obvious ones to include for the night, and a genuinely good version of a musical that you should
Everyone
definitely
watching
watch.
this would have already seen that, so...
Everybody watching this would have already seen that. Yeah.
Cool.
We move into the second segment. We've got some favourites in there as well, but a nice sort of mix of periods. We are finishing on a number in this one, which is particularly notable, but we'll talk about it when we get back. Can one of you please do a tap dance for a moment while I line up the next clip?
We're both doing the most incredible tap dancing you've ever seen.
You know, it's chest and up.
Set up the cameras better, but...
Yeah, fantastic. Do a little bit more of a
We
tap
do
dance.
actually. We should have set up a tap cam under the tables for T-cam.
Absolutely. You're going to need to do a little bit more of a tap dance.
What have you done?
Because it turns out the next clip is not quite lined up just yet, but we'll get there.
Do you need some help?
No, we're good.
Okay.
It's going to happen any second now. Please enjoy.
Slow.
Tap dance.
Okay, more tap dancing.
Woo! Please enjoy part 2. Luke, apparently this clip is one of your favourites straight off the bat, so please enjoy it.
It is, yes.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do.
I'm picking Valentine, 'cause on the morning line, the guy's got him figured at 5 to 9. But make it epitaph, he wins it by a half, according to this here in the Telegraph.
For Paul Revere I'll bite, I hear his foot's all right. Of course it all depends if it's red last night.
I know it's Valentine, the morning works look fine. You know the jockey's brother's a friend of mine. And just a minute, boys, I got the feedbox noise. It says the great-grandfather was equipoised.
I tell you, Paul Revere, now this is no bum steer. It's from a handicapper that's real sincere.
I'm picking Valentine, 'cause on the morning line, the guy's got him figured at 5 to 9. So make it epitaph, he wins it by a half, according to this here in the Telegraph. Epitaph,
Paul Revere,
I got the horse right here.
I thought we was friends.
I am your friend. What are you worried about? You know I never miss anything that I really aim at.
Hey, you came awful close this time. You made me nervous.
To make you nervous?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to make you nervous. Look, I tell you what, why don't you go take a rest so you won't be nervous anymore, and I'll take over for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks very much, because I don't feel too good. My ulcer's been bothering me lately. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Now that's the prettiest sound you'll ever hear. It's just like heavenly music to my ears. Man, I get such a boot when I hear Rudy Toot Toot. I always feel high when a rod is nearby, 'cause I like the fun of reaching for a gun and going bang, bang. I come alive each time a 45 begins to bang, bang. In gangster movies, I love that scene. The nice guy's nice and the mean guy's mean. The boss is maul, always steps between. Quick draws, applause. My kind of prank is walking in a bank and going bang, bang. The ricochet, a bullet play a melody. Like Shotgun Sid and the Roscoe Kid, I'll be out to make history. 'Cause no one I know gets such a glow out of bang, bang like me. Pistol Joe and Machine Gun Mo is the way I'm aiming to be. 'Cause I'm not afraid to stage me a raid on some hangout. My gun will hum while I'm blasting some rival gang out. 'Cause no one I know gets such a glow out of bang, bang like me.
Just two little girls from Little Rock. We lived on the wrong side of the tracks. But the gentlemen friends who used to call, they never did seem to mind at all. They came to the wrong side of the tracks.
shaking the blues away, unhappy news away. If you were blue, it's easy to shake off your cares and troubles.
Tell them the blues to go, they may refuse to go, but as a rule, there's no one to shake them away.
Do like the voodoos do, listen to a voodoo melody. They shake their bodies so, to and fro, with every shake, a lucky break. Proving that there's a way to chase your cares away. If you would lose your weary blues, shake them away. Gotta chase those cares away. A way to shake your blues away.
From coast to coast, from Canada to Mexico, they're doing a new dance, a tried and a true dance that will sweep the land. And you'll think it's so grand, you'll have to learn how to do it. So please don't poo-poo it, cause we bet this little dance is gonna rise to fame. It's sure to put most any other dance to shame. The turkey trot, the bunny hug, the tingling toe will be forgotten when we start to go. Mr. Leader, won't you start the syncopation? And we'll begin our little demonstration. Now, first you put your two knees close up tight, then you sway them to the left, then you sway them to the right. Step around the floor kind of nice and light, then you twist around and twist around with all of your might. Stretch them up and arms straight out in space, then you do the eagle rocker with the style and grace. Swing your foot way round and bring it back. Now that's what I call ball in the jack. Ball in the jack.
Friends, Mr. Duquesne wanted us to fill up real good before we started away.
He's a good man.
You know, most of us here were born in old Storyville. When time makes changes and the law clamps down, out go the good jobs and the good times and the music in the nighttime. Now, how about one more tune before we leave?
Make up some words to it.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
Something about goodbye to Storyville.
You get the idea, Gab. Shout some words to it.
You can do it, Enda. Make it a good one. That's right, Andy. Sing it.
All you old-time queens from New Orleans who live in Storyville.
That's us.
You sang the blues, tried to amuse. Here's how they pay the bill.
Yes, hell
Yeah, that's right.
The law stepped in and called it sin to have a little fun. The police cop has made us stop, and Storyville is done. Pick out your steamboat, pick yourself a train. steamboat. Pick yourself a train. A slow train. They made you close up. They'll never let you back. Won't let you back. Go buy your ticket, or else you'll walk the track. No use complaining. Blue skies, fall rain. The cold old rain. No use complaining. Blue skies, fall rain. The cold old rain. Just say farewell now and get your one last thrill. Your one last thrill. Just say farewell now. Farewell to Storyville. No use complaining. Blue skies follow rain. The cold old rain. No use complaining. Blue skies follow rain. The cold old rain. Just say farewell now and get your one last thrill. Your one last thrill. Just say farewell now. Farewell to Storyville. Get out your steamboat. Get yourself a train. A slow old train. Get out your steamboat. Get yourself a train.
Hey, you're destroying property.
What's it to you, Pop? It belongs to me.
Won't let you back. Go buy your ticket, or else you'll walk the track.
Also the clerks and them that works and loading crates and washing plates and those that's driving trucks and every tailor should be a sailor and sail away. If you've the nerve, it's great to serve, so quit your job and be a cop and go with Uncle Sam down to Havana or to Savannah or Frisco Bay. From Canada down to the Philippines or any foreign shore, there's always a girl who's left behind, who's been behind before. And maybe Lou or Sue, it's all the same to you. From China to Peru, you've nothing to lose. Join the Navy, join the U.S. Navy, it's a great life to be a cop.
On a tub or a sub or a flat top, you can help Uncle Sam do a job.
Folks, join the Navy.
Though your hair be wavy or it's crew cut or it's curled,
You can see a lot of interesting places.
you can see a lot of mighty pretty faces.
And the ladies always welcome your embraces. Join the Navy, see the world.
When you're in the mood to have a cup of Java, that is Java, take
take a pleasure trip and navigate my way.
Lulu, we're strong for you, and so's your coffee too.
To delight you coffee drinkers, we have sugar-coated sinkers, and if you guys want to dunk 'em, dunk away.
Lulu, of you, Lou, we dream the whole day through when it's cold and dreary.
Lulu, your Lulu is true Lulu to you.
When we are blue, and wish we had a hot cup of coffee, it's of you, Lou, that's a crew, Lou, always dream Lulu. Join the Navy, join the U.S. Navy. It's a great life to be a cop. On a tub or a sub or a flat top, you can help Uncle Sam do a job. Join the Navy, though your hair be wavy or a screw cut or a skirt. You can see a lot of interesting places. You can see a lot of mighty pretty faces. And the ladies always welcome your embraces. Join the Navy, see the world. Join the Navy, see the world. Go Navy!
Something very funny has been happening to me. Sitting here, I mean. Like I've been remembering a dream.
Tell us nicely. Tell us in your own words.
Yeah, that's it. A dream.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood and I hollered someone fade me, but the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood nicely passing out the whiskey. But the passengers were bound to resist. For the people all said, beware, you're on a heavenly trip. People all said, beware, beware, you'll scuttle the ship. And the devil will drag you under by the fancy tie round your wicked throat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, ha 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 ha, a great big wave came and washed me overboard, and as I sank and I hollered, someone save me, that's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under with a soul so heavy you'd never float. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat.
Well, there's the weather, of course, when it's in season.
Now, Mars, I need some ideas if I'm going to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
River City ain't in any trouble.
Well, then I have to create some. Must create a desperate need in your town for a boys' band. So why does everybody keep rubbering into the billiard parlor?
Oh, they just got in a new pool table.
They must have seen a pool table before.
No, just billiards.
That'll do it. You just sit where you are, and remember, if you see that music teacher... Are you Mr. Dunlop?
Yeah? Well, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. Certainly mighty proud to say I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Help me cultivate horse sense and a cool head and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try to give an ironclad leave to yourself from a three-rail billiard shot? But just as I say it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a balk-line game, I say that any boob can take and shove a ball in a pocket. And I call that sloth. The first big step on the road to the depths of degradation. I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinchback suit. And listening to some big out-of-town Jasper, hearing him tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trotting race, no, but a race where they set down right on the horse. Like to see some stuck-up jockey boy setting on Dan Patch? Make your blood boil, well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in a table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. And all week long, your River City youth will be frittering away. I say your young men will be frittering. Frittering away their noontime, supper time, chore time, too. Get the ball in the pocket. Never mind getting dandelions pulled or the screen door patched or the beefsteak pounded. Never mind pumping any water till your parents are caught with a cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. Yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the knickerbocker, shirt-tail young ones, peeking in the pool hall window after school. You got trouble, folks, right here in River City. Trouble with the
horny sailor number there.
That was rife through that period.
The entire movie, Anchors Away,
Yes.
also a very horny sailor movie. And good news, we have an Anchors Away clip in this third
that
part.
was Dean Martin Sinatra?
Well, it was Gene Kelly.
Oh, Gene Kelly, sorry.
Dean Martin.
Gene Kelly and Sinatra.
Was it Sinatra? I thought it was... it might be
Sinatra.
Anyway,
Yeah.
neither is only Gene Kelly, and someone he should not be horny for is in this particular clip. Anyway, why don't we start part 3, and we'll see you after this. Last one, enjoy.
Those dancing feet on the avenue, I'm taking you to 42nd Street. Here's a beat of dancing feet. It's a song I love, the melody of 42nd Street. Little nifties from the 50s, innocent and sweet. Sexy ladies from the 80s who are indiscreet. Oh, they're side by side, they're glorified. Where the underworld can meet the elite, 42nd Street.
What is this? What is this? College boy! This is it!
Come on now, snap out of it. You can't let a little thing like this get you down. Why, you're Donald Lockwood, aren't you? And Donald Lockwood's an actor, isn't he? Well, what's the first thing an actor learns? The show must go on. Come rain, come shine, come snow, come sleet, the show must go on. So Reedy, Pagliacci, Reedy.
Reedy, huh?
Yeah.
Don, the world is so full of a number of things. I'm sure we should all be as happy as. But are we? No. Definitely no. Positively no. Decidedly no. Short people have long faces, and long people have short faces. Big people have little humor, and little people have no humor at all.
And in the words of that immortal bard, Samuel J. Snodgrass, as he was about to be led to the guillotine, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh? My dad said, be an actor, my son, but be a comical one. They'll be standing in lines for those old honky-tonk monkey shines. Now you could study Shakespeare and be quite elite, and you could charm the critics and have nothing to eat. Just slip on a banana peel, the world's at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh? My grandpa said go out and tell 'em a joke, but give it plenty of hope. Make 'em roar, make 'em scream. Take a fall, but a wall, split a seam. It's not
Just for a minute. Try being happy.
If you worry, if you bother your head.
I do.
It won't help you, it will hurt you instead.
It will?
Grouchers, groaners, cranks, and moaners, they're so unfair.
I know.
If you can't be gay and merry, lock yourself in solitary. Though it hurts you, be a pleasanter guy. You may even learn to like it if you give it a try.
I'll try.
You could laugh and sing and dance as gaily as an elf, but don't expect to get much help if you don't help yourself. Will you try?
If you show me.
I'll show you.
I'll try.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
You see?
It's easy.
Don't tell me you're a hoofer.
Am I?
Don't tell me you can tap dance.
Oh, certainly. Dancing is merely a question of applied mathematics.
Now, look, Nappy, you can tell me how long I'm going to live, and you can figure out those slot machines, but don't try to tell me that arithmetic and dancing are the same thing.
Why, of course. For example, take 3 times 2 equals 6. And 6 times 2 equal 12. And the square root of that raised to the 4th power equals... calculus.
Pretty slick, neighbor, but get a load of this arithmetic. Maestro, make it soft so you can hear my legs break.
Fractions?
Fracture.
That's excellent. But watch this. Dig this, boys. Long division. Ready? Up, high. Steady. Oh, yep.
As I wash my dishes, I'll be following a plan till I see the brightness in every pot and pan. I am sure this point of view will ease the daily grind, so I'll keep repeating in my mind. Look for the silver lining whene'er a cloud appears in the gloom. Remember, somewhere the sun is shining, and so the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver
da 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 dee da da dee da dee da 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 dee da da da.